What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you actually with some pals again today. Well, some general acquaintances. Let's start off with JLx. It's been a long time since we've heard from this dude in a video. Give yourself a little self-promotion there, man.
I'm still under contract with this man. I can't leave. Please help me.
Look, I'm just saying, when you learn to behave yourself, then we'll take the shackles off.
Come on.
Look, I don't make the well, actually, I do make the rules. Anyway, Xellos, you want to say something that's not admitting you're a prisoner?
Oh, I'm the bringer of quality and the stopper of bugs.
He's not wrong, by the way.
I'm mad about that, but yes, he is not wrong. Today we're going to come at you guys with a little speculation video. I'm going to edit that part out because I just fucked something up.
It's like the good old God Blasphemous HD. We're gonna edit that out.
Yep, totally going to edit that out.
And probably not.
Uploads are raw.
I mean, you're kind of notorious for not editing, so.
I don't know what you're talking about. You say notorious, I say lazy. We're going to come at you guys with a little speculation video today. We're going to be talking about 300 mil, what we're kind of expecting out of it, what we would like to see maybe, and kind of maybe some hints and tips as to what is going to be happening. Because, you know, Dragon Ball Heroes is here. I think we're all really hyped for that. But I still see a lot of people saying, oh, I'm skipping for this, I'm skipping for that. And so let's kind of speculate. We're going to get a live stream here in the next couple of days, and let's see if we're right. So, JLx, you've had a lot of theories on this. You want to kick this off?
This celebration will be a Cell Game Saga. Knowing from the hints and the little hint that Dokkan teased with the Goku.
So you think because of that Goku that they posted that they're going to be doing a Cell Games?
Well, there's been a bunch of hints lately, and with the timeline that's coming right now on JP, it's more likely than ever.
Well, that's right, because they just got that free-to-play card. And you said that we're probably, and I agree with you, most likely we're going to get some kind of free-to-play Easy A during the celebration. Okay.
In JP, they released an STR Vegeta.
Yes.
And with free orbs. Yeah. Description, there's no awakening as of yet, or even in the files or nothing. There's nothing about it. So what leads me to believe is that the next celebration will get his awakening.
Makes sense. I mean, it does make a lot of sense. Now, the other thing that does kind of bring into question here, JP just got that Prime Battle LR Cell. Now, we haven't even gotten the celebration for Trunks, let alone Vegeta. I would think they would throw Prime Battle Cell at us. And I guess it's possible they could, and then just make it part of our celebration and then do something else for them. But it just seems like weird timing if they were going to give, Prime Battle Cell to us at some point.
Well, they could after the they could just go right into the Piccolo and stuff.
True, that is actually true. They could do that.
You need to remind yourself, our timeline now for Dokkan is so messed up because there were some things that were released early, some things that are gonna be releasing late.
Oh yeah, Global's all over the place right now. That's another actually valid point. So, the last celebration was Goku and Frieza, and what's the next big massive fight in Dragon Ball Z? Cell Games.
On and Cell.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. Well, you make a lot of sense. So, if it's going to be a Cell Games theme thing, everybody's asking about the banner. What do you think is going to be on the banner?
It's got to be Gogeta. He's got to be in there because since he hasn't returned on Global for the longest time for our side.
Talking about AGL Gogeta?
That's the Gogeta Blue, which everyone just nicknames him now. So I think they'll release because basically they're giving little hints. Also, they're gonna release another card They usually
Well,
do this now with like 300 or like million celebrations. They'll add like a good card with it. Goku came out with a Kaioken Goku, and he still is amazing.
true. Zealous, what are you thinking in all of this? Because you're awfully quiet.
Well, I didn't want to talk over anyone. Um, Obviously, we're fairly certain it's going to be, LR, or not LR. I'm sorry, a Dokkan exclusive Gohan and Cell. Um, and I feel like they're going to throw something else, like JLx saying, in to supplement that banner that's going to be new. The last one we got the Kaioken and we got the Vegeta, and both have Dokkan Awakened since and have been spectacular cards that were for
Yes.
Goku and Vegeta family. So we definitely will probably see another one of those card sets. What they're going to be, I don't know. This is something I would like to see them throw in, but as of right now, it's not possible. It's the way they have them set up now is the tech support TN from the Cell games or from the Cell Saga and the second form Cell, or some new variation of them would be nice.
Ooh, yeah, you brought up a really good idea. So we got that Roshi that does like the Mafuba and like then just outs himself.
Yeah, you think
Kind of useless after that, but he's like, good for that one shot. We have that. There's right before Cell goes perfect, and then right after he goes second form, there's that Tien that does the Kikoho and like basically murders him over and over and over again, and then like craps out. We could get that'd be a really fun Tien card, one that's kind of like has maybe 3-4 shots in him and then is just useless.
or even an active skill would be kind of cool. I know that's reserved for LRs right now, but I think that's something we'll see. Maybe not right now, but in the future we might start seeing SSRs and TURs with active.
There's no doubt in my mind we'll see more TURs with active skills. No doubt at all. Interesting points. Now, one thing I do want to preface, and I think we're all in agreement here. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, it's going to be a dual Dokkan LR." I don't think that's the case. I can 99.9% assure that's not going to be it.
I agree. I highly doubt they drop LRs. Mostly because we've talked about it before. A, we're getting a lot of LRs pretty frequently, and B, if they did it, then they're Dokkan exclusive, which makes them super hard to get, like Trio, Gobros. So I would say more likely to be Dokkan exclusives that we'll see every, maybe 6 months for a while. And I feel that's a much safer bet.
JLx, what do you think?
I absolutely agree. It's not gonna be an LR. What I know people are saying this, but to come to the realization, if it was an LR, we will not see that card in like months, not even 6. They'll probably be like a year.
Well, now, I will preface this by saying there's going to be 2 parts to this celebration, right? So the dual Dokkan is going to be...
You are.
Yeah, it's going to be the part 1. Part 2 could be a legendary banner, or even better, a double rates banner. But when was the last time JP even had a double rates banner?
Right now, with the waifu banner. With the waifu banner.
Well, I mean, well, yes, fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Dragon Fest?
Yeah.
Yes. Last one was, I think, with Trunks and Mai.
That was a long time ago.
It was on Christmas of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be a Rising Dragon banner. I don't know.
It kind of makes sense because like on GP and on Global, we're just collecting blue coins for nothing nowadays.
You're not wrong.
Should not even use blue coins in Elder Kai, since like Elder Kai seem like more. They're basically like just free money now. You can get Elder Kai.
Elder Kais are all over the place at the moment, but also we're getting a lot of, we've had a lot of LRs dropped on us in the past little bit, and Elder Kais are a lot more necessary now, but also extremely precious. So none of that surprises me. Hell, with Heroes, I think I'm about to run out of Elder Kais, and I've been sitting on about 70 of them. So,
I mean, I feel bad for the people that got all 6 LRs of the 4th year and just wasted all their Elder Kais.
Define wasted.
LRB pen is farmable, but some people are too lazy for that.
Oh yeah, no that.
Yeah, so people spend a lot. So both the LR Dokkan Fest, both the LR from the top banner, and then LR Oop. So yeah, it's a lot of Kais people have spent if they pulled all of them.
It is a lot of Kais. So,
I think the only way we're going to see an LR during the celebration, like we talked about, would be part 2, and I have a feeling it'd be a free-to-play style of LR, or the beginnings of one, like we had with Goku for Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Seekers. So I could see us getting an LR, but not a summonable LR.
You don't think so? I like your idea though of have like Goku, how they had the 3 parts, and then they give us like that in stages. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that about the last one. And I know JP, they had a longer wait in between theirs versus us.
Yes.
But I think
By
that
a
could
huge
work
margin.
really well with the Cell games, because there's or even the Cell Saga in general, because there's so many different versions of characters, so I think it definitely could.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it like 3 to 5 parts of the Cell games? You got the Trunks, you got the androids, you got the first form Cell, and then you got the big climactic battle.
Well, I don't consider that's all like the saga. I consider the Cell games just.
But if you're talking about little parts of the saga, they could make an LR that was in all of those parts.
Like every evolution of the LR is part like leading up from different things in the saga. Oh man, they could do a Trunks like that. Like a base form Trunks when he first shows up. Super Saiyan Trunks, and then like the ultra bluff Trunks. Like
I mean,
right
they're
there
not
at the
scared
end.
to change the outfit. They're not scared to change the outfit anymore. Because look at the Arale and Goku. Goku had his iconic blue gi when he was little,
Yeah,
and then once he went into an LR, he just got the orange gi right away.
yeah.
They're not scared to do anything like that.
No. Interesting point. That's actually a really, really great idea. Man, I kind of want to. I hope they do that. I didn't even think about that before this video, but that's a really, really stellar idea.
I didn't. It just kind of popped in my head while we were discussing, LRs, and I was listening to you and JLx, and I was like, I could see them doing another one of these, because that was a lot of fun. And it was easy. It's accessible for everyone. It gives them time to grind it out, and the card's a great.
Oh yeah, that card is just broken for a free to play card.
Also, what I like is the suspense. Like, you don't know what this card will awaken into. Like,
Yep.
with the Goku, there was like a lot of theories. Like, oh, will he be the Kamehameha Goku, the one that when Android 8 died, or a Goku Raleigh? Turns out it was Goku Raleigh, but the suspense was there.
Man, I would have loved an Aider card. I'm just saying.
Dude, I just found that I see that Goku you're talking about, the one that comes back from Yardrat. That is a big hint.
There's a lot of hints in this game that there's a lot of games in game and then outside of the game that are just like hinting at, there's a big climactic battle coming very soon.
Do we even have that art for Goku? The one in that outfit?
Yeah, he awakens into a free-to-play Yardra Goku, the Super Saiyan one. On JP only for at the moment, but I do believe if we do get the dual celebration, we'll get that first part of the story event for our side.
It'd be cool is if we get that, they give us Bad Man Vegeta.
I don't think they will.
I know, but wouldn't that be great?
They're not going to do that. They already had the campaign, and that's kind of a done deal.
I mean, they can make a new one. You never know. Like, it's Dokkan.
So I'm trying to think. Well, I considering that went to the JP players, you know how much Akatsuki loves to baby them. Let's be real. So, here's my thought process. That Goku the first thing he did is he came back and basically he does the Super Saiyan power up, and then he and Trunks have that little sparring match. How probable is it the dual Dokkan Fest is Goku and Trunks?
It's I mean, it will decrease the value of the Yarja Goku because he just recently came out, the free to play one. There's already if he goes Super Saiyan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but for Trunks though, if he goes Super Saiyan, there's already LR Trunks.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Is LR Trunks has that art, so or the super attack and all that. So maybe not. Just I'm trying to think what this Goku would be leading us to. It clearly is gonna be something after Frieza. I don't know, man. There are so many hints, but there's also all those big questions.
Also, I'm just gonna put this out here. Pelk, you know me too well. I have multiple sources, right?
Yes.
From overseas, and I've been told by one person. Start this live stream, they're gonna play a song, and when you hear the song, you know what the Dokkan Fest will be.
I mean, you're talking about me, maybe, but the vast majority of our viewers probably wouldn't know it if it wasn't, the Funimation track.
People have watched Team 4-Star.
Fair enough.
They remade this song. And Xellos, you know the song I'm talking about.
I absolutely do.
If they play that song, this is the dual Dokkan Fest.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to stay put. So we're gonna kind of maintain that. Then you still think it's gonna be the transforming Cell and the Gohan that goes Super Saiyan 2. The card we've been talking about for like a month and a half now.
But I don't think it will be a transforming Cell anymore. It could be. So? It could be like.
I would love to see a transforming Cell. That's such a. See, the transformation mechanic. I know they've started going away from it a little bit, but I still think it's such a great mechanic.
I mean, if anything, they could do one, but with the second form Cell. Dokkan Fest second form Cell, or like a good representation of that form in this game.
Fair enough. We do have a lot of first form cells, like as far as like SR cards and all that.
We got the good LR.
Yeah.
For perfect form, we got Dokkan Fest. We got LRs. We got. Can name it.
My only argument to that is all of these festivals tend to be. They're like really super pivotal moments in the anime. The series, I should say. So like the last one was Goku and Frieza, and they transformed up and they went to their final forms, and they went batshit. Cell and Gohan makes a huge amount of sense. It really does. Because that next huge, boss level. But second form Cell, I don't know, man. That to me. Because second form Cell did basically nothing. He was around for like a very short period of time.
Because here's my thought process on this. I think they're gonna repeat what they did to when they released Trunks as a Masu. Like they'll have their transformation with an active skill. However, the active skill will be different on the Gohan and the Cell.
Fair enough.
I believe that the active skills will be their climactic battle with the Kamehameha. So you'll see each side. Knowing Bandai for each, because they're gonna be separate cards. We all know this, but they could do good animations for so Gohan could power up his power up his with an active skill.
Fair enough.
Yeah, a free attack, as always.
Fair enough. Xellos, what are your thoughts? You're really, really quiet again.
Well, I still feel like if they do the active transformation, that I would want, cell would have to be perfect, and that conflicts with a lot of other cards. A transforming cell, if he starts off at, let's say, second form, he wouldn't conflict with anyone. Or even to go from second form to perfect, and then maybe the active skill gets into super perfect, or is the Kamehameha Clash. I think that's very possible because Gohan doesn't have as many transformations. Going into Cell games, he's got Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 2, unless we count base.
I was gonna say I wouldn't count base because at that point in the time they were grade 4. Like Super Saiyan was their base form.
Off since then.
Pardon?
They haven't turned off their Super Saiyan at all, so
exactly.
they've been stuck at Super Saiyan throughout the whole arc.
Yeah. So unless they end up being two completely different type of cards, which I don't think would happen. They usually run them in the same pair of transformation or what have you. It's I still say it's going to be some kind of transformation mechanic built into them, and I don't think it's going to be the active skill. I think the active skill is going to be a super attack.
I mean, from what you were telling me, so there's one cell perfect that will not interfere with the other perfect cells. Is the SSR for the LR perfect cell?
You're talking about cell perfect form.
He does not have a Dokkan Fest or a good representation of that form in the series. Make it like he comes back to life in his transformation to become perfect cell. Oh, so now you can use a perfect cell with another perfect cell without using
without conflicting name confliction.
Yeah. I still think it'd be pretty hype if it was just transforming all the way and it went all 3 stages. 4 if you include super perfect, but I agree that should probably be active skill. It's interesting. I don't know. I agree with you. I think that would be a great Dokkan Fest. I would disagree slightly with Xellos. I think it's about time they probably did something a little more unique. And I think a Gohan that just went Super Saiyan 2 would be perfect. And a Cell that transformed all the way would kind of stand on his own. I think it would differentiate the two and kind of put different value in each one. So I think that's the big problem is when we get a dual Dokkan Fest where the units all do exactly the same thing, it kind of becomes people favor one over the other. And this would give both of them that panache that would make them both really desirable.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. And that's kind of why I was like, well, that's an interesting concept, as I was thinking about it. Because you're right, it's like, oh, do I want Freezer or do I want Goku for when they did those two?
Yeah.
And I think they do need to shake it up because it is a mirror image, every time, and it's like,
I mean, look at the past. Look at the past 2 years. Gogeta and Omega basically did the same, but with one difference. One did multiples, one did counters. Goku, Frieza were the same thing. They raised attacks, they raised everything.
Yep.
And no difference. Just because the teams they were, but no difference whatsoever. They did exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Frieza could be unique with different things.
Yep. So, we spent a lot of time talking about the banner. Let's talk about real quickly the ticket banner. The big question in everybody's mind.
Yes, where I'm gonna get so sad at how many tickets, how many cents I spent on this banner and this game.
Yeah, same.
So, how many LRs and which ones do you think are going to be on the banner? Because we had all the OGs on last year. Do you think they're going to give us the full gambit?
I think mostly all, with 2 exceptions. Probably LR Full Power Frieza and LR Tech Broly, since they recently came out on JP for them. Well, we had them for a while.
I would say we're not going to have the Dokkan Fest exclusives, obviously.
No.
And
I think that goes without saying.
I don't think we'd have Trio or Baby on there either. I think they'd probably stop around Trunks and Mai.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking probably if they were going to do it, their cutoff would be like when we had the step-up banner with the guaranteed LRs.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a good bet.
Interesting. What do you think, JLx?
I mean, it could stop at Trunks in my sense. Basically, the cards after them are basically relatively new for both versions. So I guess
Plus, there's a lot of variance in them.
plus there's some that hasn't come out for our version yet.
Yep. So it makes a lot of sense to me that be the case. And that'd be hype, because that's more probability to pull really stellar cards out of that banner.
I mean, if they took out those four, they'll add four Dokkan Fests in.
Do you think there's going to be Dokkan Fests on this banner?
I mean, it's a ticket banner, so of course, but like they're gonna add four new ones with the rest of the others.
Interesting. Now, you did mention Physical Broly being on the new banner. What are the odds? What are the odds Physical Broly is on the ticket banner, and maybe they're leading us to a Physical Broly EZA shortly? Because I think that's just about due, isn't it?
I mean, we're missing a lot of EZAs on our side.
Oh, we are. We're missing a ton of them.
I mean, finally, since 1,000 years, Janemba's finally coming on our side.
I know, right?
I've been dormant for 1,000 years. Who has it stirred my? Oh, it's you,
Get out of here, that noise.
global players.
So, real talk, though. We talked about Physical Broly coming back. Do you think if Physical Broly comes back, he's going to be an EZA? Or he's going to be leading up to his EZA, at least?
Which one are we talking about? The legendary one or the super one?
The legendary one. I don't think the super one needs one yet.
Yeah, no.
The OG. The OG Physical
For
Broly.
Broly, yes, because if you look at the time frame for our side, there's like nowhere you can like add physical Broly EZA. It'll be great for this.
Yeah.
Cell games. It was if you want to put headcanon in there, he was after the whole cell games.
He was after
No.
the Cell games, technically, I guess, because it was Bojack and then him.
Yeah.
Because Bojack was movie 7, wasn't he? Yeah. So, I don't know. A lot of interesting thought processes. What about other events? We mentioned a few. Do you think there's any other new events that we're going to get that would be unique to JP and Global? I say unique, but new to both JP and Global.
So if about TN, I feel like they could make a TN, a free to play one in the story event. Both days we'll get an EZA for him.
Mm-hmm.
He can get an EZA and a free to play TN and stuff. He'll be good for the cell game category if it comes out.
I think there's no doubt we're getting an ECA with a free to play. I think that's just canon. That's just every celebration now.
Every duel or like celebration, there's always an EZA free to play one.
Xellos, what you think?
I have to disagree with JLx about it being a TN. I feel like it's more going to be a Goku part. Now, here's the other thing. They've done this before where it's more than one EZA. We could get 2 or 3 characters. You know, that happened with Hero with the Broly stuff. So we could get multiple EZAs for free to play. And ideally, I would love to see 2 or 3 of them again get EZAs to kind of round out, you know, whatever team Gohan's going to support, whatever team Cell's going to support, and then a kind of an all-rounder that supports multiples.
Who would support Cell's team, though?
Cell Jr.
Fair enough.
Have an SSR, Cell Jr. anywhere in the game.
No, that's
They're all
true.
ours.
Well, they're kind of attached to the LR.
A good like Cell Junior is a R1. The one that just tanks. That's it.
Thoughts. Maybe thought process. I don't know.
I mean, if you're trying to add other cars like a Goku, the instant transmission Goku is one. Buff Trunks, we need a new one, and a Cell Junior.
Or EZAs for some of the buff trunks that already exist.
Exactly.
That would be so nice.
Because most
those cars
are garbage.
Yeah, the only good one's the World Tournament one.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of thoughts. I don't know that we came to a final conclusion, but I think we are in agreement on quite a few things. So, before we wrap this up, is there any final thoughts? I'll let JLx go first. Xellos, do you have any final thoughts?
I think it's gonna be a lot of content again for this between part 1 and part 2. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of free to play cards. I really feel like there's gonna be at least 5, maybe more, and I think it's gonna be a pretty solid celebration. And I think everyone's gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
Okay. JLx, what do you think?
Same as Zellos. There will be a lot of content and a lot of free to play stones. And I know a lot of Pilks viewers ran out from this Dragon Ball Heroes banner, so there will be a lot of free to play stones in this.
What a mistake, man. That Heroes banner is so good. Oh, you mean ran out as in like they blew all theirs? I thought you meant like they walked away from it.
Wait, now when it comes to free to play stones, they come in.
Yeah, I think free to play stones. There's gonna be quite a few of them, I'm sure. All right. Well, I do think that's the video. I just have one other question for you guys. So when we do inevitably get the new Dual Dokkan Fest, do you think that those units are going to be the best units in the game and even better than Kale and Caulifla?
No.
You just want to like make the truth mad, and I say yes. They'll be the best.
The best.
And
on that note,
time.
before Truth sends me a cease and desist, I'm gonna end it right there. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up at Booker. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll put their various social medias in the comments section down below, whatever the hell they want to share, if anything at all. And a link to the Discord, because you can always see us there in the Discord. I don't share that very often, but I'll share it on this video. And, yeah. We'll tag team your asses. Next, y'all got me in the corner, right? We're going to do this? Oh, shit. Suddenly
Does not compute.
they're chickening out. That's it. I'm finding new friends.
I was gonna let you get the guillotine from the top rope. I'm just.
I need new friends.